Hey guys, Kermit the Frog here. Welcome to the Toilet Bowl Theory podcast.
Hey guys, it's also Kermit the Frog here, and Miss Piggy couldn't be here, so we're gonna do the episode without her. Sorry, guys.
What episode is this? This is episode
Six.
Ooh.
Episode 6.
Well, we've had some adventures in the meantime between episode 5 and episode 6.
Yes,
We got
sir.
some stories here and there. We got some new TV shows that we've been watching.
We're just gonna talk about some random bullshit.
Yeah, we're just talking. This is what we do.
We haven't recorded in like a week and a half now about that. Like 2 weeks maybe.
Something like that. Are we gonna upload 5 and 6 the same day?
I don't see why not.
Whatever.
We're uploading both 5 and 6 on the same day. But in the meantime,
Even though we recorded them like in different times.
this podcast we're gonna talk about dumb things that happen and dumb people.
Like
And
every other podcast.
We're gonna talk about dumb decisions and dumb people.
Yeah.
That's today. So yes,
It's just normal people.
I'm gonna get right into it. So Priya was living with me here in San Jose
Mhm.
for 3.5 weeks, about pretty quick. Moved her in, she moved right out.
Yeah, like
Nothing
we came
bad.
over to help, and it felt like a week went by and she left, and I was like, "Oh, all right."
Right. And so she was here. Things were all good. She missed home a lot, so she went home.
Mm.
What happened? This was just 2 days ago. The day before yesterday, she was gonna drop. We moved her out. We got everything in boxes and bags. We put it in her car. Her nice 2020 Honda Accord. Sponsored by
Drives itself.
This is sponsored by Honda.
Hey,
Oh, my
guys.
voice cracked. Honda.
New Honda.
This is sponsored by Honda. Anyway, we got to pack her shit up. She's gonna drive down 2 days ago, and it's about 6 hour drive. And
All the
I was
way.
already iffy. Like it was already the sunset's at 4 now, and
Yeah.
so it was already 2:30. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I know I'm gonna drive down with her. And I'm gonna come back up the next day. And so I drove down with her. Her mom asked if I can come, and I was like, man, I'm already doing it. It's all good.
Did you drive down or did she drive?
She drove down the whole way. I was just there keeping her company, keeping me. I offered if she wanted me to drive, but she was like, nah. Understandable though, but because she just wanted to do the journey herself. So I'm driving down with her. I stay the night there at her parents' house with her, and then I catch a plane. It departs at 5:45 p.m. This was yesterday. I woke up, spent the day with her family and shit. Went to LAX, flew back here to San Jose. It's only an hour, 15-minute flight.
Who dropped you off at LAX?
She did. Period. And so I get in this plane. I'm on board in the plane. And before takeoff, I was connecting to the Wi-Fi, but I was still able to use my Sprint service. But I was connecting to the Wi-Fi, and I was going through my 7,000 photos on my iPhone.
Of course, as you do.
And I get a meme on my phone. I'm going through my photos. I pick up this meme, and I was like, this is good. And I was gonna airdrop it to random people on the plane because I was like, fuck it, this seems normal. And all the phones are just like entitled iPhone. And then there's one that was like Michaela's iPhone with like 3 emojis, and I was like, that's annoying. And then I looked around me, and it was this bunch of elderly people, and I was like, okay, these are probably the people whose iPhones are just labeled iPhone. So I tap on this woman's Michaela shit, and I was like, okay, we're gonna find out who this is. Maybe they'll laugh. Maybe they have taste. I airdrop it, and that's that. It said accepted, and I was like, whatever. And then I was going about my flight listening to music, and then the woman behind me calls the help. She calls the plane attendants. And she starts fucking yelling.
Did she just start screaming?
Bro, she wasn't like she was like giving hella attitude to the attendants. Like, this happened to me like 8 times before on this airline. And you need to tell these people, you need to go like on the intercom and tell them to stop like sending like graphic images. It's really disturbing. I don't know how airdrop even works. I don't even know how to fucking.
Oh, really?
She was like, I don't know how to fucking do that. And it's the woman right fucking behind me. Like the seat, I feel her kicking my seat. I feel her breathing.
Oh, really?
Yes, bro.
Sounds like a straight up character.
I smell the Altoids in her mouth. That's how close she was. And I was like, you know, I mean, the whole time I was looking out the window because I was like, oh, cool. This is my.
Did you have
I was like on the wing side.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, yeah, it's cool. And, like, just ignoring it. She did not. I felt her breathing down my neck. I was like,
is it you?
I was like, fuck.
Oh, we'll put the meme up right now.
Yeah, we
Mark
will.
this spot in the time.
Yeah. So I did that, and she starts complaining. And the attendant, he's just an older man working there, and he goes to the intercom. Please don't share any graphic images. Be sure of what you're sharing in the plane. No revealing photos. No graphic photos. Be courteous to your
nudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have just went, oh, fuck it.
Yes, I gotta show my cock and balls. It's the right thing to do.
Whoa, nice cock. You're like, that'd be me.
That happened yesterday. I got off the plane. They're standing right behind me. I heard them talking, but I just kind of like darted the fuck off.
Who talking?
The people behind me. They weren't trying to talk to me, but I heard them talking. So I knew they probably thought it was me, but I was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna give these bitches the opportunity.
How would they know?
I have no fucking idea, to be honest. But that happened.
You're just a man sitting there.
That shit was very ridiculous. People, it was a pigeon with Jordans on.
You're balling at what cost?
Balling at what cost?
Just sad.
Absolutely sad, Nicholas.
So the other day, you and me, Priya, Lana, Ariana, we were all in San Francisco. Now, Priya and I, we were vibing to the max. I was vibing to the max. And as we were walking down the pier of San Francisco, Pier 39, or Fisherman's Wharf, whatever you call it.
It was Pier 39.
When we were walking, we just like stumbled into like all the shops, and I was like, "Are we in a village right now?" And like all the lights, and I was like going crazy. I was like, "Oh, this is crazy." Where were we even walking? Because I just remember walking.
You're so gone.
And we came across the Enlightenment shop, and we just straight up walked. Like we didn't consider it. We just walked in. That's all I remember. And I remember just standing there. And as soon as I walked in, I felt like energy. Now I'm spiritual, so this makes sense to me. But like as soon as I walked in, like I felt good vibes, and I was like, "This is fucking crazy." Like the aura, it was off the charts, and so I was like, "I have to get something." So I got an Evil Eyes necklace, and I've been very happy.
Talk about your spirituality, Nick.
I'm spiritual, so I like to meditate. I believe in auras. I believe in like fixing yourself through meditation, basically, just trying to work on yourself. So that's what I try to do. And so this Evil Eyes necklace is supposed to, well, you're supposed to trade it with someone. So I really bought it so that I can trade it with someone eventually. I'm going to wear it for the time being since I got no one to trade with. Yeah. You're supposed to give it as a gift. And so, but you have to like trade it, yeah.
I did not know that. I don't know much about that shit. Do you believe in demons?
Yeah. Oh, this is wards off curses.
Curses, yeah. But demons though, like demons, actual
yeah. Like I don't know about like I don't know what extent.
Like the Annabelle doll type shit.
That's probably real. I mean, spirits are real, so why wouldn't demons be real?
I suppose that's true. I don't fuck with demons, honestly. Then again, though,
part of me is fuck the Annabelle doll up.
I personally, yeah, I get a Glock. I carve some crosses in at the tip of my 45s.
Oh yeah,
that's it. That's just it.
Carve into like pentagrams or some shit.
I'd get some fucking silver knuckles, not brass. I dip them bitches in holy water and get them blessed by cardinals every week or so. If a demon wants to try me, I will beat the fuck out of it.
Get some nunchucks, dude.
You know what, Nick? Actually, one time when I was younger, I think I was like 10. My granddad had brass knuckles in the garage.
As you do,
he's just a biker. It's a biker garage. That's the way it is, right?
All right.
And so he just had brass knuckles. When he found them, me and my older brother, and he was 11 at the time, and one of the kids on the street was like, "Cool, can I see them?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then he like went home, but like we totally forgot about brass knuckles. This kid just finessed us for brass knuckles.
Oh, you gave it to him?
Yeah, and he moved. This kid just fucking stole our brass knuckles.
Damn, he finessed you real well. He like knew he was leaving and everything.
He for sure still has them now. It's like 10 years later, he definitely still has them.
What's the kid's name?
I forgot.
I was about to say just call it on him because they're illegal. So.
I don't know if I want to because he has brass knuckles now.
Yeah.
He can fuck me up if he really wanted to.
Now we're trying to put his name out.
Yeah, my brother. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Just giving out brass knuckles. Here, man. Yeah, take this.
Oh yeah, you want to see the brass knuckles? Here they are.
I have a machete in my bookshelf at home.
You know, as a family white elephant, that was one of the gifts, a machete, and I wanted it, but I was like, you know what? This popcorn and this generic looking thing kind of looks pretty sweet right now.
Man, I got that machete for $12.
It's not a bad price.
It was at a gardening store. It was thin as hell, but like
thin.
It's thin, but like not thin, but like it can cut. I feel like it can cut a motherfucker's arm off pretty swiftly.
You want to try?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll be back with another episode.
All right, guys, we're just picking up right now. We just cut Nick's arm off.
All right, guys. Yeah. So we just came back from the hospital. It kind of sucked.
Man, you know what I haven't seen at all lately?
What you
I've
haven't
seen
seen?
pictures of it. I've seen pictures of the older white women with like those fishnet masks and shit, and like those masks that like aren't masks, but like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Those
Trump
dumb
tours.
masks
I
with the
get you.
Karens. I've never seen one in person yet. God forbid the day. Because I probably smacked the woman, to be honest. That's just me. I mean, honestly, an argument is like just it's not there. I'm not built like that. And I know that it's just gonna end up with me being frustrated, so I might as well just go from step 1 to step 20. I'll knock the bitch out
Just
on sight. I mean, if I see it, I might as well just like
Nate Robinson her ass, and you're good.
I will Ray Rice a woman so fast.
I'll Chris Brown her.
Sometimes you just need to pull up like Chris Breezy. and
And Rihanna.
you see a red hat and a fishnet mask, the first thing you're catching is a swift blow to the temple.
That's it.
Because I don't give a fuck.
There's no excuse. Why would you even bother? Just go out without the mask.
I
Or go out with the mask.
It looks fucking stupid.
Go out with the Trump mask. How about that?
It like you're putting on some fucking chicken wire over your ears and mouth. You look like a fool. You look like an idiot. You look like you belong in a circus.
You know how like white people are always like, why would you dress like that? You're dressing like you're in a gang or something like that. That's what you're doing, but like with white supremacy kind, you know?
I had someone tell me that I have a black bandana. I put it. I have like green chino pants,
Mm-hmm.
and I put this black bandana around my thigh, and I know what that looks like. But I immediately got attention. It was like, "Are you in a gang?" And I was like,
Wait, by white people?
"Yes."
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was just like, "No."
Style.
It says
Fashion. You ever heard of
it says SJSU on my shirt. Oh, we thought that was like a Crip thing because it's blue.
Yeah, SJSU. Right. That's it.
Yeah.
San Jose. I don't know, whatever.
San Jose.
SU.
I thought it was San Jose. San Jose.
Joe Essa.
It's gonna be Christmas soon. Black Friday already passed. I can only imagine the terror people went through at Best Buy.
What did you want for Christmas? What do you want?
I don't even know. It's hard for me to think about Christmas gifts.
Why?
I don't.
Like, just think right now. What's if you could have anything in the world?
I can only literally think of one thing.
What's that?
A new toolbox.
What kind
No,
of
two things. Just
kind of
a, I already have like a generic like a red toolbox in my trunk, but I know how to fix things pretty good.
Mhm.
I worked on my car before a lot, so I need a bigger, better one. I'm getting to that age. I need something. I need more. That and I need a Super Cocksucker 9000 Gawk Gawk machine with turbo engine spinners and a ostrich pussy finish.
She has a name. Her name's Priya.
That's true.
Now, have you seen those tool sets? That's like, it's like the wrench head, but it's like a bunch of those. I'm like jumping all over the place.
I'm gonna
Those
sneeze.
toys that like when you put your hand on it, like it pushes like the nails up. Basically, it's like a bunch of nails individually put into a slab of something,
Yes.
and then when you put your hand, it like creates the image.
Hmm. Yeah.
Have you seen those before?
Yeah.
It's like that, but on a tool set. So you
What?
can just go over anything basically, and you don't even need like a specific head for anything.
That's amazing. I like that shit. I might dabble in that. Tools are fucking expensive though.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like a father. I want a toolbox for Christmas.
Why not?
Son, I want a toolbox for Christmas and the love of you.
And love you.
I
I just want my son's love.
just want my boy back. I'm being a father. I'm terrified.
Why?
I can't imagine. I don't know. This seems
I can
hard.
totally see you as a father.
Imagine the way your kids can turn out. What if you give birth to a pastor?
I mean, good for him, man. Stay a virgin.
Or you?
Good
I
for
mean,
you.
that's not bad. But like, what if you birth a cute little baby, and 15 years down the line, that little fucker is snorting NOS out of gas tanks?
No.
it's
It's not even cocaine. It's just not.
Do you know NOS? It's not. Oh my god! Back in my hometown, people do that shit. People smoke weed, sure.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers do before parties NOS. NOS kills your brain cells. Actually, though, like I know most drugs do that, just not marijuana. But
Yeah.
NOS actually kills your brain cells. Like it gets in there. That's why you get high. It literally gets in there and kills your brain cells. That's why you feel stupid and high
Yeah.
because it actually makes you stupid. And I was at my friend's house this time, and we're there. And there's these dudes down the street having their own type of kickback, whatever. They're just inhaling NOS from balloons, and I talked to them. I was like, "What you guys doing?" I don't know, but they're like, "Hey, I got the NOS," and like yeah,
Come on, Puff.
pass me the fucking balloon. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's
You went from
horrible.
IQ of like 102 to you're
Zero.
mildly autistic now. Did you know that the whole continent of Africa, this is actually true. Majority of the continent of Africa, you know how many countries have like their own the education systems there constitute IQ rates.
Sure.
Africa has a higher population of people who are mildly autistic because of it being third world and not a great education.
Mm-hmm.
So
No one ever gets a good education.
no one ever gets a good education. So people's IQ and they just don't know much. Not everyone there. I know I know there's cities there.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's
You know,
the-
I once met a woman who I had a friend from Brazil, and they asked him like, Did you live in a hut there? Brazil.
In Brazil?
Brazil.
Brazil's not that down bad. Come on.
Brazil has big cities.
Yeah.
It has skyscrapers. And he was like,
straight from a village to here.
he was like, I had a 2-story apartment, and she was like, what? And she was like, I didn't know you speak English that well. I'm so sorry.
We just need to get knocked down as not number one in the country.
Oh no, we're definitely not number one in the world at all.
No, we're done.
We're number one in military power, but
Sure.
Fuck.
We're spending like trillions of dollars every year.
Another stupid thing. Nukes. Nukes are stupid. Nukes are ridiculously stupid.
Can we go back to trench warfare, guys? Come on. That's the only way.
Trench and guerrilla warfare are the only way to handle your disputes.
Yeah.
Disputes? Disputes. I make up words as I go. I'm stupid.
Imagine if like world wars ended differently. So like Germany won or Japan won. Have you seen The Man in the High Castle on Amazon?
No, I've never even heard of that shit.
Dude, it's hella good. Like the first 2 seasons at least are hella good. But no, it's about if Nazi Germany and like Imperial Japan won World War II, and so they like basically split up America halfway through, like just split it in half, and so it's like like San Francisco is like hella Japanese and shit, and then it's like images of the U.S. winning the war being like leaked out. So it's like real images from our timeline basically going into their timeline. And then they're like trying to find this man in the high castle, like leaking all this shit. But it's like a bunch of interdimensional shit that they find out in later episodes. It's hella good.
I don't know who told me this. It might have been you, but I'm like, my memory's been lacking lately.
No, you're good.
But it was about Hitler and I think estrogen. Do you know where I'm going with this?
Oh, yeah.
Did you tell me this?
I don't know if I told you this, but we definitely talked about it.
Well, just for those who don't know, the U.S. government had a plan to feed Hitler estrogen, like meals with estrogen in them, so he'd become more feminine, and so he would be more likely to be on edge and be more lenient with shit.
Yeah, like he would like, they thought that he would just give up the war because he was more feminine. Because they're like, that's a good idea.
Hey,
Throw this estrogen.
This motherfucker killed 6 million people, and so here's the thing. We're gonna give this motherfucker
some boobs,
some women pills, and we're gonna give him a fucking vagina.
Yeah.
That's the way to do this.
Wait, did you know that graham crackers, do you know what they were first invented for?
What?
They were first invented to suppress like women thought. Like they're
what do you mean?
Like
what does that even what?
So it was like basically to suppress like their estrogen levels or something. So like they would be less like more passive.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
So I guess it didn't work. I mean, unless there's a big conspiracy that they found out that it works on everyone. And now they're feeding it to the masses. You like graham crackers? I like graham crackers.
I love graham crackers. Graham crackers are fucking
I'll just go through a whole bag. Just like, no, look bag. Box bag, I don't know.
I enjoy graham crackers. What's your thoughts on male birth control? Besides, minus a vasectomy and abstinence.
I mean, I don't even know what you do for a... Because I've heard of, like, some male birth control, like, making some guy's balls explode.
Yeah. I think it was in Germany or Switzerland. Some shit they were testing and they were going well, and then the dude's testicles exploded. And they're like, ah.
I mean, it's a cool concept. Like, if I could still come, it just didn't have sperm in it.
It's semen. That's what happens with a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. My dad got a vasectomy after my third brother was born.
He said no more.
You know, I guarantee that motherfucker still has kids out there somewhere. Something in the back of my mind.
Oh, I guarantee.
He was a whore, respectfully. But, like, I for sure have some siblings out there. I know he didn't put a hat on his Jimmy when he went outside.
Oh no.
No, for sure he didn't. Absolutely not. It was the 80s. Growing up in the 80s must have been a good ass time. The 80s is one of my favorite time periods back then. Minus the racism, of course.
Yeah. I mean, just throw that aside. It's a good time.
You erase that from the equation. You got yourself a splendid time.
You got the Cold War. You got pop music. You know, making it big.
Pop music.
And then you got movies. Back to the Future came out in 1985. I want to say.
I haven't seen Back to the Future.
You haven't seen Back to the Future?
I have not seen Back to the Future.
What about, there's a movie called, never mind, I can't think of it. It's called like A Place in Time. And it's like a time travel movie about this girl, this old chick giving this young guy a pocket watch and being like, yo, meet me back in time. And then this guy being like, is time travel real? And then like looking at records from like the 1912s, like I said, multiple years, from 1912, and it's like his name. And he's like, I did go back in time. So he goes back in time somehow and then fucks this chick. And then she eventually lives long enough to give this guy this pocket watch that he gifted her. And it was like, meet me back in time. So this pocket watch has always existed in time. But they never explain how it was created.
You know, I found a coin, a German coin, with dated, what was it, 2030 something, 2039 or some shit.
Where?
I don't know. Archaeologists just found it, and it was dated. It was dated that, and it was called Nuevo. I forgot the word, but in Spanish it meant New Germany.
Wait, where did they find it? Like Argentina or something?
I think so. When it was titled in Spanish, it was New Germany in Spanish.
Well, I mean,
and in Canada they found a frozen, the remains, but of a giant flying frozen creature.
What?
That'd be one of the biggest. It's called the North. They called it the Dragon of the North or the Northern Dragon or some shit like that. You're looking this shit up quickly.
I don't understand what
they found it frozen in Canadian ice.
Is it just like a big bird?
It was some shit that was pretty fucking massive, almost like a thunderbird.
A bunch of anime came up.
Thunderbirds were supposed to be as big as biplanes.
Oh, whoa! Yeah, this is some
Dragon of the North. Yeah, it's some shit, man. But it was supposed to be fucking humongous.
Yeah, it looks pretty fucking big.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that, man. That shit will eat me and pick me up apart.
How does that shit fly?
It just does.
It's just built different.
It's just built different.
Built like a tank, but flying.
I had discussions about the megalodon and other big things in the ocean because we only know like what 7-12% now about the ocean.
Yeah.
Most likely more by now. We've heard that same percentage for like 10 years, but definitely we know more. Do you think there's something bigger than blue whales?
Possibly, but
because blue whales are the biggest creatures on the planet we know of.
But like if we think about it, where theirs would be at, like where all the creatures that we don't know where they are at, it's like the deeper. But like to survive deeper down, you have to be smaller.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like
I had discussions. People were like, megalodons can survive in like the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench. I'm like, no, they can't. They'd get fucking compressed by all the pressure. It's bullshit. It's so much bullshit.
But you know how big those what's the fish with like the anglerfish? You know how big they are?
Yeah, they could get the size of like torsos.
Yeah, they're big.
I don't fuck with them. They have underbite and they look like nerds.
Yeah, they do. They got their glasses, but it's a light.
Anglerfish look fucking weird. You know, I know you've seen a goblin shark before, right?
No, what's that?
Goblin sharks dwell not down as far as anglerfish, but close. They can get to like 15, 20 feet long. They have a jaw that protrudes outwards to eat shit. So like goes out and goes like and grabs it with its teeth. They're fucking horrifying.
Oh yeah, I have seen this before on Shark Week.
A crab fisherman fished one out on accident in the Gulf of Mexico where they're not supposed to be.
Dude, there's like some what's it called? Like prehistoric fish in like the not the channels. The irrigation system. What's that called?
No idea.
Whatever. In California, like a bunch of people fish there in my hometown. But it's just like the irrigation system that like leads to Los Angeles and stuff. Canals.
Canals?
Yeah, so like all those canals like filled with a bunch of fish,
Mhm.
but there's like a bunch of like really prehistoric shit in there, like some weird ass shit in there,
Yo,
and it's
fish,
like they're like
fucking weird.
protected too.
Fish, there's some weird fucking fish out there. Prehistoric fish are crazy. There's like armored fish that are armed with bones on the outside, and they're fucking insane. I am afraid of the ocean, but you know what I'm afraid of more sometimes? It
What?
sounds fun to be there, but space is fucking terrifying.
Do you think that we should be exploring the ocean more or space more?
The ocean first.
Really?
The ocean has underwater vents and life down there that could cure many diseases. We just can't get there.
Mm.
So we're looking for things in space, and we're looking for signs of life, which is neato. But we need to understand what we have here first, and we need to have all of our elements and all of our resources in check to know everything that we have, so then we can know what we don't have. Because if we know what we have, we then know what we could be looking for. You know what I mean? Because that's where they get many vaccines and cures and medicine from. They get it from most of them come from plants and animals, and bacteria. Yeah, and there's plenty of new bacteria dwelling around underwater vents and thermal vents that we do not know of because we just simply can't get down there. But soon we could. We just need to like harvest them slowly and gently because they're like their own little ecosystem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where we came from, at least. Yeah. Space though.
I think space should be more of a priority.
Really?
I mean, like, sure, there's a lot of things in the ocean that we just don't know yet, but it's just like, we don't know, like, what if we find civilization outside of the planet? Like, there has to be.
No, without
like,
a
not
doubt.
near us, but
This
like,
universe, the universe is so goddamn big. We're in our brain. We can only we only think of our Milky Way and our galaxy. We'll have like it. Just put it in perspective. I don't even know. Like parsecs. You know what a parsec is?
No.
It's a measure of distance.
Hmm.
It's measured in light years. You know what a light year is? You know what 1 light year is? For those who don't know what a light year is, if you're going to travel 1 light year, to get 1 light year away from where you're standing right now, it'll take you 1 year if you're traveling at light speed. Mm-hmm. And there's places and billions of light years away.
Yeah.
The universe is. That's fucking ridiculous. Did you know that they actually found they have like by the way the universe is expanding because you know the universe is constantly expanding. Yeah. They found somehow because you know there's no direction in space. Mm-hmm. Somehow they managed to understand that the way space is growing that the universe is egg shape. Yeah. Which is insane. So which means okay, that means there's a cap. What is the cap?
I've never heard that. There's like an actual cap.
I mean, like it's getting egg shaped.
Like
it's getting egg shaped, so it's like okay, it's still going to the side, but it's like slowing down. So it's like why?
Yeah, but like what if it starts?
What if it stops?
Yeah, what if it starts compressing?
Yeah.
Do you know what the Orion project is?
No.
The Orion project was like I don't know if it was the U.S., but it was like space travel, but with nukes. No. So it was like just basically setting off nukes behind.
Oh man,
behind like a rocket.
You know what we gotta do?
What?
We gotta get in there and stop it.
Well,
we gotta put an end to this.
Well, have I some news for you? Like there was a treaty that was signed that like no more nuclear testing, and that's why it stopped.
Oh, regardless, if me and you set our feet down, we could have put a stop to it if we wanted to. Really.
I mean, we're just built different. So.
That's just the way it is. If you want something done, you gotta do it yourself.
That's true.
Hey, North Korea, stop it.
Hey, North Korea, Kim Jong-un, do you want to be on our podcast? Leave a comment down below or DM us. Yeah, and so
it's like the interview.
Yeah,
big fan of Toilet Bowl Theory.
Maybe. Hey, maybe he's one of the 30 people watching right now.
Space. Do you know how black holes work?
I mean, it's
people think they're portals, but I know
that's a wormhole.
That's a wormhole. I don't know if wormholes are proven to be real. But they could be, but that's a lot. That's all science that I can't even comprehend. But I mean, it makes sense. It's like taking two sides. It's like two sides. It's like taking a wormhole. In theory, is like taking. You put one hand on this side of the blanket, one hand on the other, and you move the blanket inwards, and you touch each side. That's what a wormhole is. Yeah, you're molding the fabric.
But, I've seen Interstellar.
Word. A black hole is literally just one big ass ball of mass that converts you into mass and adds you to it. So a black hole can condense Mount Everest. I've just heard this. It can convert Mount Everest into the size of a penny, and then just adds. So this penny is as heavy as Mount Everest, but and then the black hole gains the size of a penny. Just the one penny is added to it. So then all it does is just convert things into mass. So if you go through a black hole, if they're hot as fuck. So
it's
you're
hot.
they're hot as fuck because they used to be stars.
Oh.
So they
I knew that. I just didn't know they're hot.
They also they convert everything and they suck in everything. They suck in light. So imagine your spaceship. You have some super high beam flash. You're shining your flash, and there's just one black spot. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, imagine going at light speed. You're going straight light speed. You don't know if there's a black hole ahead of you. You just fucking die instantly. It's ridiculous.
That's why we need routes in space.
We need Ralphs?
Routes.
Oh, routes. I was like, who is Ralph and where can we find him?
We need Ralphs in space.
We need Ralph.
If your name's Ralph, please comment down below and save space. I want you on the Space Force.
I watched a video describing, you know how stars and everything's moving at where everything's moving.
Yeah.
We're going fast as fuck.
Oh.
But stars are also moving fast as fuck. And it was like, what if a star passes by and fucks up the gravity that we have?
Oh yeah, we get shot in space.
The star is the heaviest thing in our immediate solar system. And outside of our solar system, there's just a huge ass sphere of it's like a dome, if you will, around, like way far around our not the Milky Way, but our solar system.
Mm.
And it's one big sphere because the star is keeping, our sun is keeping it in this gravitational pull.
Our sun is?
Yeah, our sun. It's that heavy. It's that heavy. And so everything, we're circling around it because we're heavier than these rocks. And outside everything is circling, outside everything's, and it's just, we have layers and layers of meteors and asteroids.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, what if a star passes by? Not like deathly close to Earth because we'd fucking die, but like just close enough to pull us away. And it's like, so first things happen is, it passes by, you see this red light in the sky, you see it there for like a couple of weeks, and it's getting closer and closer, and then it just starts dwindling away. It's gone.
Did we watch the same video?
Probably.
I feel like I watched the video about rogue planets doing this.
Yep. And then after that star is gone, but then you start noticing the sun is getting smaller by week, and until there's no sun. And it's like, now it's negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. You're not in your orbit. And it's like, then you reach Mars's orbit around the sun, and you're cold. Everything's cold.
Yeah.
You're cold. All the fauna and all the flora, cold as fuck. You're eating rats. You have no food supply left. And then by the time you're in Pluto's orbit,
I know we watched the same video.
Then by the time you're at Pluto, you're all dead.
Oh, yeah.
And then you are a dead planet. That's very sad. But they're like, you could avoid that if you like make a dome to civilization running off of thermonuclear energy and shit.
Built different.
Honestly, bro.
What was that? Fortune Star?
Cursey, yeah. I love that shit.
I was about to say, I feel like we're watching the same.
Shout out to Cursey's app. We're gonna link the channel right now if you want to get smart.
Right there.
They actually have a website for accessible science. It's free if you want to get smart. I think it was it was some shit.
It was like applied learning or.
It was called I forgot what it was called. But hey, accessible science. We'll link it. If you want to learn science and become smart and just become a philosopher.
Just become a scientist, guys. Come on.
Space is ridiculous.
It's just
I can see ourselves traveling soon.
Would you go to space if you could?
Absolutely. I want to know what it feels like to float and not in a pool.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, it's pretty fucking dangerous though.
Oh, yeah.
You know if your skin is exposed in space, you don't freeze, you burn and explode.
Yeah, you just like lose all the moisture and shit.
Yeah, and then you just fucking explode. You catch fire and you explode. It's ridiculous.
You catch fire?
And you explode. You catch fire, but you immediately explode too. So you freeze, catch fire, and explode.
I heard it takes like 2 minutes for you to die because you're just suffocating because like everything's swelling and like losing its moisture. I don't know.
Did you know on Venus? I think it was on Venus. It rains diamonds.
Oh yeah.
We really value dumb shit. What we find beautiful and expensive here, the one planet, it's just an everyday thing. You get hailed with diamonds.
Where like bananas are like diamonds.
They found traces of water, I think, on Mars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're trying to do something now with like finding more water. I don't know. Wait, they're sending a rocket or no? Some kind of some kind of robot like to an asteroid or something. So it just slams into it, so it can find water.
I think just about like 7 years ago. I kind of forgot when this was, but they found a planet identical to Earth. Not identical, but same atmospheric level, same gravity, and oxygen. 20-something light years away.
Yeah, I mean, oxygen can jump away.
No, I mean not a hop speed. You 20 years to get there, going light speed,
yeah.
and we don't have light speed, so
Yeah,
we'd get there.
Orion Project, man. I'm
Orion
telling
Project.
you, if you just have a bunch of nukes, but it's also supposed to be 20% of the world's total energy output, like up to this point, that would be 20% of what we have to take in order to reach near light speed. Because with like, if you explode those nukes, like you will eventually get there to near light speed. But the problem is slowing down because
In
then
space,
you'll
you
need
can't
even more fuel to get like to stop.
In space, you can't slow down. Once you're going at a speed, you keep going until something stops you.
Yeah.
So that's great. Going light speed, you just hit something.
Let's just go light speed. Come on.
I watched a video about the biggest stars, and there's a star so big. Like, you think the sun is big because it can fit, like, what? I think it can fit 20 million Earths inside of it, or 2 million. There are stars that are so fucking gargantuan. Your brain can literally not, like, you cannot encompass and envision how big it is. And in my head, I'm like, I tried, and I just imagine, like, me floating in space, and I just look to my left, and I look to my right, and I look up, and I look down. The only thing you can imagine is just you look up and it's just up, right, left, down, diagonal, across, an endless wall of red fire or blue fire. It's just like, what? And it's like, of course it's a sphere, but you never know.
Yeah, you think you're just staring at a wall.
But yeah, and it just goes on. Where it can fit millions of our sun in it.
Think how small we are.
Yeah, that's why it's like, that's why people don't like thinking about space sometimes, but I'm all for it, really.
Yeah,
Some people get afraid, but I'm for it. I think it's so interesting.
Elon, send us to Mars. We'll go.
Elon, if you send us to Mars, I don't know, man. Elon, I'll fuck you up.
Whoa,
I like.
Whoa. Grimes.
Just kidding. No,
I'll fuck you. What?
Nick?
What?
Are you there?
I think I'm going through a tunnel.
Nick? Alright, aviation. Hey, you're studying aviation. You can get into NASA, I think.
Yeah.
No, you need to study. Not aviation.
Aerospace engineering. Well, I mean, there are some like space programs here, but not like straight up astronaut training.
I'm still thinking about space right now.
Go there in your mind. Explore.
Sometimes I often start thinking about space when I see an annoying kid, and my first thought is uppercut him.
Into space?
Yes. Of course. What would you do if you're walking down the street and you see this kid getting absolutely picked on?
Oh. What?
Did you say Fortnite dancing?
No.
What would you do if you see a fifth grader Fortnite dancing?
Well, he's going 6 feet under, so I'm gonna just...
You're just bonking the fuck out of him?
He's going to, not horny jail, to dumb jail.
I'm killing your kid. Sorry.
I mean, he was Fortnite dancing in public. We can't have this.
We're
a civilized
You see
society.
a couple like middle school kids picking on this elementary school kid. What's your first thought? What's the first instinct you do?
Well, first off, I'm gonna be like, hey, and then shove him off to the side. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm not just gonna go.
He kicks you in the shin.
If he kicks me in the shin, I'm gonna take his arm and then just go back, and then he's just gonna go.
So first, I'm breaking this little fuck's arm, right?
Hey,
and he starts.
I shoved him first. Hey,
and he does
fucking warning.
He does a backflip, and I'm like, "That's right, pussy." His friend rushes me with a crowbar because he's from Compton, and the other one's from the Bronx. This kid rushes me with a Supreme crowbar. The other one throws a Supreme brick. I elbow the brick. It goes in the dust. He's blinded. The crowbar misses. I sock him in his two developing front teeth. They're broken in half. He has to get fillings with glue at the dentist. Cost him a couple $100. Hey, it's not my fucking problem. You swung at me, right? I go for a little fucking leg sweep. I go, that's his ankle's gone. He's malnourished, right? He's hungry. He's picking on this kid because he's angry and he doesn't have any food. I snap both his fucking legs like sticks, right?
Now his mother's definitely not going to love him. Especially not a stepdad.
I do a front flip off the ground. I stomp on his fucking face because I'm wearing size 10.5 black thin steel toe.
Of course, too.
Alright, he's fucking dead. The other one wakes up. And I just absolutely smash his ribs with a 1-inch punch because I'm just built like that. I make my hand into a gun formation and I just go and just right in the fucking chest. He goes and he's dead. And I look at the kid who's getting bullied at and I say, hey, next time you get bullied, just do what I did. And I walk away.
No, you just be like, come here, king. Pick him up.
You drop this.
You want some ice cream?
You pick him up and he's like, thank you. And before he can finish it, you sock him.
Don't be gay. So...
It's okay to be gay, guys.
It's okay to be gay, guys.
So hey, it's okay to be gay.
But
It's okay.
It's not okay to be stupid.
It's definitely not okay to be stupid.
Don't do that.
I hate idiots. I hate having conversations with stupid people. You ever just have a conversation with a stupid person?
Of
Your
course.
first next thing is, oh my god, I will smack the fuck out of you.
As soon as they start talking, it's just like you're listening, you're trying to be nice, but like you just can't talk back to them in the same tone you would anyone else, literally. Because it's just like this person angers you so much. I'm about to beat the fuck out of you.
I hate stupid, dumb people, man.
Dumb people.
Dumb people. I once had I'll say this for another podcast. This is a funny story about elementary school. Some girl tried to kill me in the grass field.
In our
Actually,
grass field, we always like caught butterflies with our hats.
what type of fucking
So it's
Hallmark
like
movie do you
It was
live
just a big field of small butterfly. But we just like go out there and I just had a hat on and I just catch it. We like spent like
Nick
30
being a small white child with rosy red cheeks.
It's not a butterfly.
Me
And I'd
being-
like rip its wings off.
Oh my god! And then there's me watching this kid sip fucking mud water out the ground, and some white bitch tackles me and chokes me out in the middle of the grass field, saying she's trying to kill me for $100.
Hey.
And you're just like, yeah, and I'm just like, just fighting for my fucking life.
Do you ever have that problem where it's like you've been playing sports the entire recess and you go to drink water and it's just like you just ran like 137 yards, scored 7 touchdowns, and now the chick behind you is like 1, 2, 3, bubble up, and you're just like just trying to hydrate.
What is 1, 2, 3 bubble up?
You never heard that before?
No, I heard 1, 2, 3. That's all you need. 1, 2,
Interesting.
3. That's all you need.
Ours was 1, 2, 3, bubble up, and it was like just the same thing, really.
Bro, I remember these kids. You know, in elementary school, there's those kids that shove their whole fucking mouth on the water fountain thing. Yeah, that's fucking disgusting. They deep throat the water thing.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there in line. There's like 3 people behind me. And we're like, 1, 2, 3, that's all you need. And he kept sucking. We're like, 1, 2, 3, that's all you need. 1, 2, 3, that's all you need. 1, 2, 3, that's all you need. And then he was just like, he was like, just fucking gawking the water fountain. And I was like, come on, Ryan.
Well, fast forward, he's gay now. It's okay, I'm just saying.
He was 7 and he was like 10 and his dad was 75.
He's fucking. He 16. Still.
He was one of the kids where like you're like there's urinals and you're just peeing on your business. He comes and he's like, all right, everyone, get out. You gotta do this. And he like goes to the urinal and like drops his shorts completely.
Yeah. We've had I knew a kid like that, but like he was special.
Yeah, this kid was not. He's fine.
Yeah, so like whenever he did that, we'd be like, "Whoa, bud, pull your pants up." He's like, "I'm sorry," and then pull your pants up. But
I mean, no, he could have been special for all I mean because he was born. His dad was like 65. He definitely could have had autism for sure. But you know what? It's not my place. He seemed fine in middle school.
Who knows?
Maybe he was a smart. He had a roller backpack though.
Okay, he's back.
Shit.
You did that. You put that upon me. I had to say it.
Well, I'm an idiot. I had those kids in elementary school. They smelled like shit.
Oh yeah, we had those too. Wait, you know what we had that I feel really bad about?
What's that?
We had a kid, and he had like a growth on the side of his head.
Oh, Nick.
Dude, you already know where it's going. But you ever seen Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
I have.
You know what the cheese touch is?
Of course I do.
Well, I'm not proud of it, but
What'd you do, Nick?
well, I didn't do it.
Oh my
The
god.
whole school.
Nick, what did you
The
tell me?
whole school.
Oh my god.
And so, yeah. So every time he touched you, we'd be like, "You have the." I'm not gonna say his name, but insert name touch. And so yeah, that lasted until like 5th grade, until after elementary school. So kids are mean, and I was a mean kid. Fuck them kids.
See, you were a mean kid. In middle school, I was weird and oddly horny. It was so
I
stupid.
mean, in middle school, yeah.
I was stupid. I was so... Oh my god, I just spit on myself. Talking about stupid people in this podcast, I myself am stupid. I was just like on Kick, and I was like, you know how if you do like the hashtags, you can get into group chats on Kick?
Mhm.
You know about that? Man, there was this match thing on Kick. I don't know if you knew about it. It was like a match thing on Kick.
Oh, like Tinder time shit?
Yeah, and
Like
oh my god.
I didn't know that.
I was like, titties, please.
Titties, please. Please.
I was the dumbest fucking. I hated middle school so much. It was ridiculous. I hated it.
You just be chilling there and then.
Mom, I'm so sorry if you're listening to this right now. My mom listens to this.
I'm sorry. What's your mother's name?
My mom's name is Pandora.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, you made that fucking joke.
We're not going to talk about that joke unless you want. You can explain it. I'm not going to.
Nick said I came out of Pandora's box.
No, I didn't say that. I said something else.
Oh, no, we don't got to get into that, man.
I said your dad into Pandora's box. I'm sorry, Pandora, if you're listening. Yeah.
She's remarried.
Hey, hopefully with a better. I mean,
oh yeah, Joe's great.
Joe's great.
Joe's great. Joe's a good guy.
Stepdads are always cool.
Taught me a lot of that.
Just kidding. I don't know.
Man.
Couldn't tell it. Got 2 loving parents.
Fuck
Crazy.
you. Welcome to white America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the American dream.
Welcome to Gustine.
Gustine. Land of the mainly white racist people.
Nick, I'm feeling it's 49 minutes in right now.
We're 49 minutes in.
Hell yeah.
We've been talking about space and a bunch of weird shit for a while.
We could make it an hour podcast, or we could just cut it right here.
I don't have much of anything.
Me neither. I have a lot of things I can talk about in next podcast I'd like to.
Yeah.
I think next podcast, for the next 2 podcasts, I feel like one of them definitely is going to be funny, but I want one of them next time, if anyone would please comment on this podcast and tell us, please, give us what you want us to do. But I want to talk about either some funny shit that I genuinely think is funny and I think people would find funny, or like an educational one, a smart one, a philosophy one. I feel like that'll be fun.
I feel like we did that when we were high.
No.
No, we didn't. Were we dumb? I don't remember.
Not you were dumb. I remember. I wasn't. You were.
Yeah,
right?
and I was like, how are you not? Because you were saying some sus shit.
We'll listen to it again later, but if we should go for some more comedic content, or if we should go for some more philosophical content.
Yeah, let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll talk about it in the next episode. Just leave a comment.
I'm making mac and cheese after this podcast.
We can also do a whole episode of ASMR if you guys want.
ASMR podcast. I think it'll be very, very fitting.
I think we're gonna need more microphones so COVID doesn't spread.
Oh, I don't know whoever the fuck's gonna listen this far in. I'm moving out on the Sunday and or Monday at the end of this week. Me and Nick are gonna do split episodes. We can do it on Zoom too. I think the microphone quality will be even more amazing.
Oh, we can do it on Discord.
We can do it on Discord,
yeah.
Zoom, Discord for sure, and we can have our own split episodes. You can bring friends of yours from here, and I'll bring friends of mine on. We can do a whole ass shit. It'll be very fun.
Sure. I mean, I'm down.
I think.
Let us know what you guys want us to do. Do you want to see split episodes where one of us leads the conversation?
What's our Instagram for the?
What's our Instagram?
Yeah, for the Toilet Bowl podcast.
I know, but like,
no.
I haven't posted anything on it.
Yeah, we probably should.
It's just
Is it Toilet Bowl Theory?
Yeah, it's just called Toilet Bowl Theory. So
guys,
it'll be linked down below.
Yeah, Toilet Bowl Theory on Instagram. We should make a Twitter. I'll make the Twitter. Right. Toilet Bowl Theory on Instagram, and we're definitely gonna make a TikTok soon. I feel like we can put our best moments on there. I think people will like it.
We'll just be like, hey guys.
No, just clip of this.
Guys, should we be vlogging? Yes or no? Comment all these down below. We need answers.
If you fuckers listen this far in.
Yeah. For the ASMR people.
All right, guys. It's been real. It's been something.
Autumn XO just texted me. Whoa.
Guys, listen to Autumn XO.
Guys,
we did the review.
Autumn XO.
His album, after listening to much more, I want to give his album a solid 9. I want to give my rating of his album a 9 now.
Oh, you keep going up? I thought you said 10 last time.
No, I gave his album I think an 8 last time. I forget, but I'm raising it to a 9. I listened to it a lot more. I'm giving Autumn XO a 9. If you're listening to this, Autumn, just know you're at LSD in the Hills. Great. That was it's so good, guys.
We will always be loyal.
Stream LSD in the Hills by Autumn XO on Spotify and on iTunes, I believe, right? I'm just on Spotify.
Yeah, he's on Spotify, iTunes. He's on everything. SoundCloud. Yeah.
Stream LSD in the Hills by Autumn XO.
Of course, we're gonna plug him also in the description.
And we're gonna plug the Toilet Bowl Theory
Instagram and hopefully new created Twitter by the time this goes up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And as always,
thanks for watching.